The Detroit Lions defense seems to have figured it out. Let's talk Lions. Woo! Welcome back to another new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to all of my old subscribers, new ones, and Patreon subscribers. Thank you all. Look, Lions defense making a splash here in training camp. And it's worth noting that that is not a normal sentence. If you're new to whether it's Lions fandom or whatever, Lions defense over the last many years has been, how do you say it lightly, piss poor. We just haven't been able to figure it out. However, some interesting stuff that we're hearing come out of camp is the fact that the defense is giving our top 5 offense a run for their money, to the point where the defense is just outclassing, outplaying, outmatching the offense in pretty much every category. Not to say that there's not good stuff going on offensively, but the defense has clicked. Now, bad news, Ennis Rakestraw is out for the 2025 season. As we go on, we remember. Really bummed because Ennis Rakestraw is a guy that I have been looking forward to see just get some more snaps, see what the guy is capable of in this defense. And obviously he had those issues last year now, or he had the injury last year. Now he's got this. He's gone for 2025. Blows. Sucks for him. Sucks for the Lions defense. It's just one of those little punches to the gut. But, hey, man, is what it is. Move on. Here we go. Now, some other interesting stuff. Tim Twentyman wrote about it. It sounds like Dan Campbell has implemented something called the Hutch rules. And the Hutch rule is in training camp at the moment. Hutch is so friggin' good. He is so friggin' good that coaches had to install this rule that when he breaks past, when he gets past that O-line, if there is a situation in which he would sack the quarterback, he allows coaches like, hold on, we're just going to keep running through the play. The entire idea is, yeah, Hutch, we know you beat him, but we got to let the offense still practice. We got to let the offense compete. We got to let the offense get these reps. So the Hutch rules are, yeah, you beat the O-line, but we still got to finish this. You win, but we still got to practice. So I just think that's hilarious because you've got this guy who so many people have speculated, is he going to be the same? Will he be the same? Is it mental? And he has come back, and from everything we're hearing, he is lights out, just as good, if not better than before, to the point in which Dan Campbell has had to make this rule in which, hey, Hutch beats you, and it's a sack, just keep going, offense. We need you guys to have the reps. We need to go through the process. Let's complete the process, even though Hutch kicked your ass, which I love. I think that's incredible. And look, man, some people might look and say this is bad news that the defense is kicking the offense's butt pretty brutally. First of all, that's not to say that good things aren't happening on offense. What it's saying is the defense is stepping up into this whole new level. It's worth noting that last year, weeks 1 through 13, the Detroit Lions defense averaged giving up 17 points a game, roughly. From weeks 14 through 18, that average went up from 17 to 28 points a game. That goes to tell you that the amount of injuries sustained weeks 1 through 13, even with the injuries sustained in that period, the Lions defense figured it out. Aaron Glenn was able to sit on the bench mid-game, kick his foot over his knee, and wonder, what do I got in the fridge? Hopefully, it's a Founders Mortal Bloom Imperial Thorn. Now that's product placement. And that's ASMR. Dude, I think that just says so much about the defense and the leaps and bounds that have been made. Last year, all the defensive injuries, the woes, the plague that it was. First of all, injuries are football. That's just a part. That's par for the course. And at the same time, the Lions still were able to find a way through 13 weeks to compete at a high level defensively. Then there became games when we were so stretched thin, we're giving up 28 points a game, that Campbell looked at the offense, looked at Goff, looked at Ben Johnson, and said, hey, offense, this is on you. I mean, we're going to keep pace as best we can defensively, but we need you to outrun this team. And we did. We did so many times. But you look at when the finally push comes to shove and it's Washington and you can't keep pace with Jaden Daniels and the turnovers start happening, you can only lean on that so long. So what I love is hearing that this defense is stepping up, that this defense looks different, they're performing different, and they're shutting down a top 5 offense. Taylor Decker's not out there, right? Like, there are certain guys who aren't out there. Frank Ragnow is gone. There are things that are changing, but it sounds to me like, all in all, St. Brown is still St. Brown. He's making plays. He's burning people left and right. Goff is Goff. But there are areas offensively that we got to kind of start cook a little bit more. We got to start getting that going under John Morton. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And if anything, I am excited about this news. So with that being said, I do have a call-in number. If you'd like to call it, send me a text message. Please, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to put your voice on the show, your question, your thought, your concern on the show, and use that as part of the content that we create here. Comments are awesome, and thank you for doing that because that helps the algorithm. But also, please, give me a call at 313-486-0292. And a part of the regular rhythm is this game against Atlanta. Next day, me and the boys, we're going to sit here, have a round table at the rectangular table, discuss the game, discuss the guys, discuss what we saw, and we want you guys a part of that as well. That's going to be a regular rhythm. Every time the Lions play a game, we will have a post game the following day. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. It'll always be the three of us, and then throughout the week, I'll continue to do this. So, with that being said, that is it. That is it for tonight. The defense stepping up in brave, bold, big new ways. Triple B, big, bold, brave.